You are listening to Girls in Low Places.
We're like the country music podcast that your mum banned you from listening to.
Let's go, you freak.
Who let us backstage, honestly?
Girls in Low Places, we are here with Hannah McFarland. We have just been yapping like
we're
no
trying to
man's
save
business.
stuff for the podcast, but we're just...
I saw you last night, Riley. Fantastic.
Thank you.
Loved it. Don't mind if I do say it was wonderful. Can I just say last night, this is a funny story. So basically, we had the cereal date, right, with Riley,
yes.
and then I was like, oh, do you notice girls who are singing all the lyrics, or do you notice girls who are like reading a novel in the back?
Yeah,
and
like,
he was like,
cool girl.
yeah, and he was like, I'd noticed someone who was eating cereal. So last night, I went and got some cornflakes and got some cereal from the shop and like some milk, and I brought it into the gig.
Please tell
And,
me
like,
he saw you.
Well, the problem was immediately stopped by security.
Oh, come on.
Apparently,
You're like, guys, chill. He knows me. It's part of the bit. Like,
I
let me in
literally
with
was.
my
I was like, it's
cereal.
part of the bit. And then his management, like Big Machine, like came past, and they were like, I was like, can I take this cereal in? Can you like let me get this in? Even his manager was like, Katie, put the cereal down.
Are you
And
serious?
just-
Oh, come on. If that was my management, they would have been like, bring the cereal in, or you also are staying out.
The funny thing is, I didn't have a bowl, so what was I going to do? Like pour it into the box and be like,
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, you could have just been eating dry cereal, just like palming it.
Do you know what I should have done? I should have grabbed a
Yeah.
handful and just been like,
Yeah, but he would have been like, "What is she eating?" Like that. He would not have known that was
also,
cereal.
I think he'd have been like, can this girl leave me alone? I mean, I've followed you on TikTok for years and years and years. What was the moment that you knew you could write?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I started listening to, I would say, really lyrically driven music when I was a kid. That's what my parents kind of started us listening to, just because that's what they listened to. So it was like Merle Haggard, Keith Whitley, Alison Krauss, Leanne Womack.
Alison Krauss.
Oh, I die. She's so good. I know, she's so good. But we were raised on that. So I knew I liked really lyrically driven music.
Yeah.
And it's kind of all I knew.
Yeah.
But when I started writing, that's just what I fell into, I guess.
Yeah.
So the lyrics have always been my main focus. When obviously melody is so important,
Yeah.
and you want to write something that's like hitty. But for me, I think I've kind of built a brand around being singer-songwriter,
Yes.
and I want to keep it that way. I feel like that's the second that I lose that and I fall into just the whole gotta write a hit, then I think that I'm gonna lose the authenticity behind what I'm doing.
I just don't think you're ever going to lose your authenticity.
I
Like,
hope not.
your writing is so succinct and paints such a beautiful picture. And like, I feel like I'm right in every moment with you. And it's like, I know the story, I know where you're at, I know the feeling. And I think that's something that's really special to country music, but also especially to your music. So
Thank you.
loving it.
It's a main focus for me, but at the same time, I always say I don't think that anything that's not authentic to me and who I am would be sustainable for me. I just don't think that I could fake it. Like, I don't think I could put it on the front. But it gets kind of hard sometimes because I think especially in country, I think people, I don't want to say are more authentic, but I think there's less of that kind of mask, where I think maybe in some other genres they perform, put on a show, and it's like that's their art though. That's the art, that's the brand. Is maybe you meet someone in person and you're like, whoa, I didn't know you were gonna be like this.
Yeah.
Different from how their music is. But I think when people meet me, it's like
It's all intertwined.
It's very intertwined.
Yeah.
And I think that's a big part of my brand in general.
Yeah.
But it gets difficult because there's no separation. So at the, in this hand, it's like, that's a good thing. And I want to be the relatable artist. I want to be authentic. I want everybody to come through my meet and greet line and be like, I feel like you're our best friend. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I know you. And then in this hand, it's like, well, there's no real escape from Hannah McFarland the person.
Yeah.
Hannah McFarland, the artist.
There's no Hannah Montana.
no
It's
Hannah
just Hannah
Montana,
McFarland all the way.
right?
Yeah.
So I feel like that can be kind of
Difficult.
yeah.
I can relate. I
Yeah.
feel like with the podcast, that's quite true. Like, where does my life start and where does the podcast end? And you just find that you're just like constantly on a loop, and it's very hard to switch off as well. Like,
oh yeah.
and you don't know. I think it can be easy not to get lost with who you are. That's not quite the thing, but like it can get where reality is sometimes, because you do have to put on a show. I mean, you put on an amazing show last night.
Thank you.
But speaking of authenticity, I've got a game for us to play.
Oh no.
And it's all based around the new single with Chase. I mean, wait, hang on. First of all, let's talk about working with Chase Rice. Like,
Oh, I
what was that
love him.
like?
He's one of my best friends.
Oh.
He's just, I love him so much. And everybody has that whole thing in my comment section that's like, are they together? Are they not? I have friends, like close friends that are like, you can be honest. I'm like, I get that we maybe have like chemistry in pictures, videos, whatever,
Yeah,
but it's
you
because we are
should.
so close
Yeah.
that it's like, they're genuinely
You can have chemistry with someone that you're not like dating.
yeah. I think people just crave that whole story.
We do. We absolutely
That's
do.
what it
And
is.
here on Girls in No
That's
Places,
what it is. It's like, I'm
we-
sorry, guys, got nothing else
Yeah.
for you.
we're the worst for it. We are people that are saying, oh, I wonder
Yeah.
if they're together.
Yeah.
No, honestly, I think that's really true. I mean, I saw you did a TikTok the other day being like, it doesn't matter who I do a duet with.
Yeah, everybody's
Like,
gonna think you're
I am dating.
which
You must have had that with Riley as well, like doing,
Yeah.
yes, I mean, it just,
the DMs, the comments. It's like, guys. But at the same time, I get it because I've
Yeah.
been on that side of being like, are they together?
yeah, we all do it.
Yeah. So I get it. But at the same time, it's like, come on, we're friends.
Yeah.
We're working together. We're making music. But
Yeah, you're
it's,
fooling.
yeah, just,
Or are you
just
fooling?
fooling around.
You're just
really,
fooling.
Just fooling.
Just fooling.
But it's so fun working with your friends.
I bet.
And just being out there with Riley. Every tour that I've been on with Brett, well, so these two, Brett Young, Kit Moore, they've ended up like my mentors.
Yeah.
Like I go to them with like boy problems now. Like they literally, they
Oh my
ended
God,
up
I would love
being-
to see that.
Yeah, oh, they're just like, Hannah, again.
I want to go to Brett Young with my boy problems and be like, tell me what to do.
He is so good about, like, he puts me in my place with it. He's like, Hannah, like, what did you do? I'm like, stop. But and then both of them, Kip and Brett, have mentored me so much with my music over the past year. And Kip, even before that, like I'd known him for a year before going on tour with them last year. So they have both been there for me. So we had all kind of been friends already, but then Tucker Wetmore, Riley, Chase, Dylan Marlowe, and Connor Smith. Like
I think I'm having a heart attack.
all these people have just been like my friends. Like we're genuine friends and just fans of each other's stuff.
I don't know if I
So-
could ever be friends with Tucker Wetmore.
Oh my gosh. You could. He's such a goofball. He's great. But it's all been the same thing of like you go out on the road and it's like a bunch of friends hanging out.
Yeah.
But that is how it's been with Chase and being on that song together. It just makes everything so much easier when you are just friends.
Yeah.
And it makes it less work.
Yeah. Do you ever feel like you sometimes need to have like a friendship check-in to be like, oh, let's stop work. Let's just go and have a friendship. Just go and have a beer.
I think
Because I think that's easy to do when you work with friends. Like me and Ozzy find that sometimes with the podcast. We find it hard sometimes. Like we feel like we'll go like 3 days and we've just talked about the podcast and we haven't talked about our friendship or like anything else that like is going on in our lives. And we're like, oh my God. Do you just find you're talking about music all the
I
time?
think with first of all, with guys, I think it's different because they're just dudes. You know, they don't care. You don't have to friendship check in
They're
with
just
them. They
men.
literally couldn't care less. So it's like, I think
Do you think they'd be weirded out if you like text them and I'll be
yeah,
like,
they
hey,
would
just
be
wanted
like,
a
"What's
friendship
wrong? Are
check-in.
you good?" Like, yeah, just want a friendship check in. They're like, "Do we need to send someone to your house?"
It'll be like when Jordan Davis said goodnight to Thomas Rhett and he was like,
Oh,
what?
those videos were so funny. Oh my gosh, so funny. But I think with them, the friendship's there, but it also kind of was rooted in music already.
Yeah.
So I think with some girls in the industry, like my friendships in the industry, I think it's different.
Yeah.
Just because people that I was already friends with.
Who are you going to when you hear like the juiciest piece of gossip? Who you'd be like, you'll never guess?
I feel like the problem is, like, all of my friends we're all working so much. Like the ones in the actual industry, we're all working so much and on tour so much that it's like
There's no time to gossip.
I can't even remember the last time I went and had drinks with one of my friends, one of my girlfriends in the industry. But the cool thing about it is like I feel like I have found those friendships that are like adult friendships that aren't those friendships that you feel like
Historical. You
yeah,
have to,
yeah, and you have to like I think when you get to a certain point with especially with work, especially this industry, you just have to have people around you that understand that you're exhausted and you might not want to go out for drinks. And I think growing up, a lot of times if you would have said like, no, I don't want to hang out tonight, that's like unacceptable. You cannot do that. That will hurt feelings. But my friends right now, yeah, I say it sounds so sad when I say it like this, but yeah, we've been so busy that it's like, there's not really time to do that, but we all understand.
But they are the best friends in life to have, the low maintenance friends who like you can pick it back up whenever you see each other. It feels like you've never spent a day apart. Like I think as all girls get older, like there are so many different pressures from work, family, partners, babies, whatever it may be, that then female friendships are often like slightly left behind in that. And I think sometimes a lot of those move in different directions because some female
100%.
friendships will break because they'll be like, why can't you come up? Why can't you spend time with me? So I agree. And adult friendships are a beautiful thing.
Yeah, they are. And one of my best friends, my first best friend ever, her name's Jillian, and she is absolutely not in music. She's like, I think she works for TikTok. Like she's, but when I moved to Nashville, she ended up moving to Nashville too. And it's one of those things that's like we'll text each other once every few weeks, or even sometimes we'll go months, but it's like you pick back up where you left off.
Yeah.
And she lived over here. She's the one that's been like sending me any kind of suggestions on places to go. She's like, you have to go to Nando's. That's my spot. I was like, what? Okay. She like studied abroad here for a few years. I'm like, okay. I don't
Have
know.
you been to Nando's yet?
No.
You gotta go to Nando's.
I know. She's like, you just have to. I think she's saying that because she's absolutely obsessed with
I'd really
One
like to know what her
Direction.
Nando's order was and what you're gonna get.
Oh, man,
I want to know what your Nando's order's gonna be. I bet you're gonna do it all wrong.
Probably. I'm a simple girl.
I would say I really like their Fino Pitta with the peri peri chips and peri-naise mayo.
I would love to know if it wasn't bright early in the morning in the US right now, I would text her and be like, what's your go-to?
Because things like that in the UK, like what is your McDonald's order? What is your Nando's order? Like it kind of like defines you as who you are as a person. Like I would judge someone on their Nando's order.
No, I get that. That's how I am with places. Like if someone orders something weird from like Chick-fil-A, I'm like, come on.
Oh God, I'd be making mistakes in Chick-fil-A for you then.
You think so?
I don't know what. I've never been there.
That's true.
Do I need to go to Chick-fil-A and like order something and you'll be like, oh, that's so you.
I love it. Everyone just connects me to Chick-fil-A, I think. I need to get a brand deal with Chick-fil-A.
You do.
Just chicken for life, really.
Chicken for life.
Like set.
This brings me on to Fooling the Game. Okay,
Lord.
So basically, this is going to be, you can say to me, yeah, I'll be fooling if you would lie in that situation. Okay? So the first one, just going off the back of that, what if your label came to you with a brand deal that you hated, but it was so much money? Would you be fooling us? Or no?
Oh.
But it was like so much money. Are you going to be fooling?
It just depends on what it is.
What if it's like a rival to Chick-fil-A? What would that be?
Oh, I'd do it, yeah.
Just like, chicken.
If it wasn't something that was conflicting with my morals and values, yeah, man.
Oh, yeah. No, morals and values.
Chicken? Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Like, if another chicken place came to me and was like, we'll give you this much money, I'm like, I will never eat Chick-fil-A again. You're fine. Like, it's totally fine.
You fooling? You're fooling.
So fooling, yeah.
Okay, a big artist asks you to collab, but you hate the song. She's not fooling.
No, not fooling.
She's not messing around with that.
No.
Even if it was like, okay, I'm saying like Morgan Wallen. No. She ain't fooling. Authenticity. We like that. We like that. You forget someone's name that you've met.
Oh, fooling. Yeah.
You're fooling.
Yeah.
You're not saying, sorry, I can't remember.
No, I would say, it's so good to see you again. And then I would pretend like I was going to introduce them to someone else.
Yeah, I do that.
But like I would say this person's name, but let them introduce themselves. So then I catch the name at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Foolproof.
was saying to your manager, like, the other day when Riley walked in, like, and we had like a set of team behind him. Like some of them I know, some I don't. My mind went blank. They all introduced themselves, and I was just like, that's it.
But sometimes it's so okay to be like, I don't remember. But if you don't, if it's someone that it would be like acceptable.
I also feel like in what you do, there's a lot of name retention going on.
You meet so many people.
Yeah.
I try so hard to remember, but I'm so bad. I'm so bad about it. But you meet a lot of people and everything just gets jumbled and it's like, I know you.
I think as long as you're polite about it, the worst thing is when someone who you have met before and they go deliberately, nice to meet you again.
Yeah.
That is a bitchy move.
I want, which camera are we looking into right now?
You can look right down that one if you want to talk to the audience.
There was someone at Stagecoach 2 years ago that did that to me. And I'll never let him live it down.
Is it someone that we would know?
Probably. Yeah, would obviously never say.
TikTok, do your thing. Do some guesses.
Makes my hands sweat just thinking about it. Oh, he made me mad. I will never look at him the same.
Did you tell him? You've met me, motherfucker.
No. I was just like, because I knew that he knew who and it was
it a weird
another
play?
artist.
Was he negging? Was he trying to flirt with you in a weird way?
No, I think it was one of those like
power play.
Yeah. Because he was like, oh, you're trying to do the artist thing? And I was like, I will not let that is the one thing. It's like, come on. Even if you forget my name. Yeah. Anyways.
Okay, we are not fooling. No, we are fooling. We're not fooling about though. If an interviewer asks you if a song is about your ex, and it is, but I don't know if you want to say if it is.
No, I am really bad about oversharing, so I would probably be like, yes.
Yeah, I feel like you're very open that your songs are drawn from own experiences with relationships.
Oh, for sure.
So, which I absolutely love.
So not fooling?
You're not fooling.
Not fooling.
You're not fooling. Authenticity. Hannah, you're coming across very authentic. I like this.
Thank you.
But again, this is go back to the problem. Like, where does
Where's
it end?
the line?
Where's the line?
No, it's very blurry.
I think like after I've been like splashed across the internet today, being on top of a table with Riley Green, I'm just like, there is no line for me.
Incredible. I need to watch that whole thing.
Yeah, I was like, have you seen this yet? And you were like, no, and you were shook.
No, social anxiety is afraid of you. Like that, I actually could never.
I was like, so that's my imprint on the world.
I could do a lot of things. I don't remember the last time that I got like embarrassed. No, that would do it. No,
really?
That would
I
do
feel
it
like
for
it's because
me.
you know him.
That's true. If it was a stranger, like if we were out at a bar or something and there was a stranger and it was like, Hannah, go do this for the bit, I'd be like, say less. I love it. But if it was someone I knew or like one of my, I couldn't do that.
It's so funny because I feel like sometimes when I interview, like, I don't know if you get this when you meet artists, but like, you know their artist persona, right? And then you interview them and I'm like, actually, I met Riley a couple of times briefly, but like, generally we are strangers. Yeah. So when you look at it that way, I'm like, and I feel like the best interviews are actually when I know less about them in a weird way.
Well, because you can learn more about them in the actual interview.
In the
You're
moment.
Interested in actually learning about them and it's not just like a show, you know? I mean, with my stuff, like I always say I'm the same person on stage as I am sitting here with you, as I am with my family and my friends. Like there's no
in between with you.
Not really. That might be a problem, actually. It's probably a problem. Everybody just probably thinks I'm weird. Like 99% of my time on stage, I feel like everybody's probably like, what's wrong with her?
I personally really identify with Hey Highway. I do a lot of my crying in the car.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a transitional time.
Yeah, it is. And sometimes you just like get home and you sit in your car for a second and just continue.
Right.
Yeah, been there. That's
I also think it's because when you're in a car, it's like one of the only times we don't have our hands on a phone.
Yep, that's true. In your brain, I was literally just saying, I am not good in stillness or when I'm not distracted by something. That's hard sometimes because it's so go, and I feel like you're probably the same way. Like you're so busy that the second that you slow down, it's not like you rest and chill out. No. It's like your brain doesn't stop. Your body stops, but your brain goes
Intrusive
even
thoughts.
faster.
Yeah. And I think that you really like hit that on the head with that song. So Gilpers, if you have not listened to some of Hannah's music before, Hey Highway is like, it's my personal fave. You
Thank
go and
you.
listen
I
to
think
that.
that's always going to be one of my favorites. I walked into that right that day, and one of my friends in the industry, Kaylin Robertson, she is one of my favorite songwriters, and we've written a lot of my favorite songs together. And we walked in. That was our first time writing. That was like our second time meeting, and the first time was just like in passing. And I walk into the room, and she had been celebrating something the night before, and she was so hungover, and I think she was like a corpse. I was like, I think I was going through a breakup, and so we walked in, and we were like, I don't know what's gonna happen today. This is not good. I like gave her some nausea medicine because she was struggling, and we were like, let's just get something done for the sake of meeting our publishing requirements or whatever. Like let's just get a song, and we started, and it took us probably like 20 or 30 minutes to settle on a title and idea. And then once we ended up with the hook of like, Hey Highway, I think I need a shoulder, we were like, oh my gosh. And we both got our second wind, and it ended up being one of my favorite writes ever and one of my favorite songs.
Do you think that like when you're hungover, or I mean, especially obviously if you're going through a breakup, obviously you're more vulnerable, but do you think when you're hungover, there's something that like the alcohol is still in your system, that you're kind of like more fluid creatively?
Probably.
There's something in that.
Probably. I think how you get like anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
It's really good for songwriting.
Yeah, maybe that's part of it. It's where it's like the day after drinking, you just like are overthinking about everything.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's it.
Maybe there should be like a new songwriting like club
where you just have to
You
drink
go
a
out the night
lot the
before.
night before,
Go out
and
the
then
night
you
before,
show up.
all sit there in ruins.
I think they call those writing retreats, and I think a lot of people do it. I think that happens. You're onto something. Yeah.
I was actually going to build a writing retreat with my ex.
Oh,
In Devon,
what?
down on the seaside. That was what he was going to turn it into a farm, and I was going to be like, right, we'll do songwriting retreats for like artists.
Wait, was he a songwriter?
No.
Oh.
Both of us weren't anything to do, but I was just like, oh, that'd be a cool way to like have closeness to country music.
Oh wow. I
But,
want to ask you more questions about your ex, but I'll
Well,
wait until we're not on
by
here.
all means. I called off my wedding and started this podcast, and here we are.
Oh my gosh!
I went to Nashville.
You couldn't tell me that on here. No.
I went to Nashville on my hen do, and I came back and I called it off because I was like, I have to do something country music.
Wait, on your what?
My hen do, bachelorette.
Oh,
I was one of those
translate.
hen do. That's like what?
What is that? What the heck?
Yeah. What?
You went to Nashville and then called it off?
Went to Nashville. Had like 10 days with my girls and realized I was a lot calmer and felt a lot better.
When was this?
When was this? This was February of last year. It's a pretty.
You good?
No.
I hear that. No, for sure.
Yes, some things in my life like this is going, oh my God.
Yeah.
Everything else in the garbage.
Yeah, see, those are the times when the stillness hits and you're like, oh my gosh, now I have time to overthink.
Yeah.
Well, what the heck?
What the heck? I mean, it's been a crazy year.
So many questions.
But it's also, it does make you like kind of like, when shit like that happens, or when you make decisions like that, it propels you to then go absolutely 100 miles an hour of chasing a dream.
Yeah.
And so that's why Girls in Low Places, I think, has had like some of its success is because I've just been after it.
Yeah.
But as you say, when you sit back and you go, oh, like when you just said songwriting retreat, I was like, oh, that's sad, isn't it?
Well, the little things.
The little things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Healing from something like that is takes a while.
Yeah.
And it's like
yeah.
Sorry, go.
No, how long have you been single?
Oh, the last like serious relationship, I have this thing.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Something's wrong with me. Like I have not been. I can't get past a 2-month relationship. Like I hit 2 months and I'm like, actually, I think I like being alone. Like it's something, but that came after a lot of traumatic long-term relationships.
Okay. Yes.
So I'm hoping I can beat that.
We're going to punch through the 2-month barrier.
Yeah. So.
But I also don't think that's too bad, actually. I think that's actually you just going, I think I want more.
The problem is I went so long being the girl that always had to be in a relationship,
Mm-hmm.
and they weren't very good ones, So when I realized what it was like to be alone and actually enjoy my own just presence,
Yeah.
I was like, I don't think I'm gonna go back unless someone can bring me more peace than I get by myself. Like, I am good. It's not worth it.
It's not. They say the happiest women are the women who are childless and alone in their 30s.
I hope that doesn't happen. I would
It's
love to have a
happened to me.
family one day.
Right here.
You're like, you're looking at it.
You know what? Pretty happy. Well, I don't know. I definitely understand what you're saying. Like, it does, when you get content with your own self, it then feels very daunting to think, why would I let anybody into that?
Because because you realize what it's like to just have peace and not have to worry about what someone's doing or
Yeah. Being able to
not
regulate
doing.
yourself. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And you have a
So-
dog, so that's all that matters.
And he is the light of my life.
Right.
So
He's the
why would I need
relationship.
another?
Dolly, I'm in a, I don't know
Oh
what
my
I'm in,
gosh.
but me and Dolly are in a relationship. And it just, there is peace in that. So any of our listeners who are going through a breakup or anything that's difficult, what would be your advice to them about that sort of thing?
I think the most annoying thing that people say when you're going through a breakup is like, you have to be happy by yourself first. You have to be happy. And I don't think it's about being like happy or loving yourself. You have to love yourself. Like, yes, but it happens so organically when you're actually alone that you're going to end up happier than you were with the wrong person.
Yeah.
And for my stuff, it always just goes back to my faith. And I genuinely believe that God's not going to put my person in the form of someone that like doesn't have my best interests at heart.
Yeah.
And so I went through all my like traumatic, horrible relationships. You guys are the worst. Whichever camera we're looking at, you guys were horrible.
You're the worst.
But it took it was short term, a very healthy relationship for me to realize, okay, this is what it's supposed to be like. This is what, when someone genuinely cares about you. He wasn't my person, but
you got the feeling.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I realized that even though, it might not have been my person, that feeling of like, okay, I don't question what he's doing. It's like you go through these little, I like dogged on myself about the little 2-month spurts, but it's like from each one I carried something else that I was like, okay, I want my husband to have this. I want my husband to be like this or not be like this. Or so it's like if you're going through a breakup and it just wasn't your person, like if you thought that was love, like just imagine what it's going to be like with the right person.
Yeah.
Like imagine how great you're going to feel with the right person.
Yeah.
But traumatic relationships, healing from that, I don't know what your
Heavy.
situation was like, and I absolutely cannot wait to ask you more questions off of this because I'm intrigued. But healing from that just takes time.
It does, and it's the most annoying advice. And the being like, I remember like people who I know who are in like really happy relationships saying to me, "You just have to like sort yourself out on your own," and I'd be like,
yeah.
Like, no, that's like
you
not
don't
what I
want
want
to
to hear that.
Yeah.
We don't.
You don't want
In
to
that
hear that,
moment.
especially when you're,
But it is true. Like when you find that peace, there's no going back. Like you level up in who you're picking and who you're letting into your life.
Yeah.
And that means the pool gets smaller and smaller.
Things that I like, I would. No, I can't say that.
Okay.
I can't say this.
Oh my God. Love it.
I would say. Nope, can't say that.
We can move on. I actually want to ask you because have you played C2C before, Country to Country?
No, I want to.
Oh my God, I really want you to. The headliners have just been announced for Country to Country, and I want to get your reaction to them because
Oh my gosh, this made me. I'm sweating.
Okay,
All right.
so this is the C2C lineup, and I basically want you to go through if all these artists were playing at the same time and you could only pick 3 that you're going to go and see, who are you picking to go and see? Okay.
Oh, please don't be my friends.
First one, Friday night, Zach Top. So good. I'm so excited. Then we've got Scotty McCreery, Waylon Wyatt, Noeline Hoffman. Night 2, Keith Urban, Russell Dickinson,
yeah.
Tyler Braden, Alana Springsteen, Baker Blankenship. Third night, Brooks and Dunn, Drake Milligan, Cameron Marlowe, Ashley Cook, and Mackenzie Carpenter.
Oh no. Okay, Cameron Marlowe, love.
Love.
Biggest fan. One of my dream collabs.
Oh,
Love.
really? Okay,
Love.
great.
Love his voice. Definitely picking him.
I love Cameron Marlowe.
He's so good.
I love that Strangers is my...
Oh, so good. That was such a good
That was
duet.
such a good one.
Yeah,
was
his
such a good
song "Quit You." I'm like, I want to put out. I know I'm like the duet girl right now, but like, I just want to be like, can I please do a version of that as a duet with you? Like, I love this song so good. It's so good.
Which British artist would you like to do a duet with? Can be in like pop, rock, anywhere. Who would you... Ultimate British duet.
This is tough.
Mm.
Who did I say? I said. Yeah. But am I sticking to that? I think so.
Oh, it's...
Dermot Kennedy.
Oh my.
I know.
He just supported
He's
Zach
so good,
Bryan
Zach,
at
yeah.
BST and it
It
was
was so good. Where's
Okay.
he from?
Ireland? Dublin?
Yeah, I think
Dublin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
You're going over in the tour to Dublin, I
yeah.
feel like. So maybe,
Yeah.
can you not like
No, probably not.
DM him and just say, he
He has
supported.
no idea who I am.
Yeah, but he will know
Like,
the
who's this
tour
girl?
probably because he
Maybe,
supported
yeah.
Zach. So I feel like
Yeah, but
he's in
who
the
would be
country.
from like here that I?
A lot of girls have been saying Harry Styles.
Oh, I literally said. Why am I forgetting? Why did I literally forget that he was? I said that. I think it was either yesterday or the day before yesterday. Like, can you imagine like
Can you
a country
imagine?
duet with Harry Styles?
So Erin Kinsey also said this and Alana Springsteen.
Oh,
like the
dang.
girl. No, but I'm thinking like Harry Styles with like a group.
How
like,
crazy would
of
that be?
all of you like going.
No, I
for
have
it.
to do this. If anyone out there knows Harry Styles, please.
I mean, I know his stylist. I know Harry Styles' stylist, which is a
Style
mouthful.
Styles.
I know. James Dean.
Well, just hook it up. Just let them know. I would love
I always
to do
forget that Harry Styles is English.
No, I literally.
Do you know what I mean?
How can you? You can't forget that. Come on.
No, we know. Like, I worked in a bakery because I like serve. Like, we know that. But like,
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I forget where. I don't know where. In half my friends, I don't know where they're from. So like,
you don't need to know.
Yeah,
None of your business.
Yeah.
I have heard on good authority you are also a stunt double, or you
Oh
do
my-
stunt work.
I was for a couple years.
Right, talk to me.
Mm,
What? How did this happen? Were you like a
One of my
gymnast?
friends was. I grew up just like I cheered in college. I was always just doing sports and stuff, and I would like to think that I'm like athletically inclined, maybe. But my friend they were stunt coordinating a Disney show, and the girl that they needed like had COVID or something. And they needed a double for a little girl. And they were like, well, you're small enough. Like, do you want to try? I was like, okay. They were like, it's pretty simple. And I was like, okay. And I just had to like fall. And so they hired me for that. And then they just kept hiring me for stuff. And I was like, are you sure? Like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, but they just kept hiring me.
Did you ever hurt yourself?
The simple fall. I literally could not move. I hurt something in my shoulder. I couldn't move my arm for like a week.
So you have like no real like training or anything in it.
I mean, throughout those like 2 or 3 years that I was doing that,
learn a lot.
I started,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
tried like fake fights and like
Yeah.
how to fall properly. The problem was
Okay.
I didn't know anything going into it.
Yeah, because
I was like-
I was about to say like, can we learn a stunt here today?
Oh,
Now I'm
there's
nervous.
really, yeah, no.
Is there
probably
anything?
not?
If you do have to fake fall, like what is there anything like verbally you can tell us about how you fake fall?
Well, I think it's just like protecting your arms. It's like with it, but I learned that in cheer. If you cheer and you're like a top girl, you're trained how to kind of fall. Yeah, you
What, you
tuck your arm.
arms
You
in?
just tuck in so that you're not breaking an arm.
I did
Just not
know
catching
that.
yourself with your arms.
If I'd have known this, I'd have fallen off the table the other day with Riley and tucked my arms
Oh,
in.
You didn't tuck your arms.
But I'm actually afraid of heights,
Oh, really?
so yeah, I was always going to back off that table really awkwardly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whereas you'd have been falling.
Yeah, probably.
You'd
Would
have
have made it
probably-
look cool
Yeah.
or really bad. There's no in between.
There is no in between with Hannah. We've learned that.
No in between.
We have
no
learned
gray
that.
area.
If you were to like introduce our listeners who don't know you or haven't listened to your music yet to one of your songs, what would it be and why? Like, what are you?
Hey Highway's always going to be up there
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
maybe Fullen, just because it's new and exciting.
Yeah.
And I felt like it showed a side of my music that I hadn't really shown yet.
Yeah.
Maybe that. But then there's a lot of unreleased stuff that I would probably
Ooh.
show.
Can you tell us anything about unreleased stuff? Like what's coming up? Like, no.
I don't know.
But there's stuff coming.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm allowed to say. I never know what I'll just start blabbing, and then my team's gonna be like, "Why did she say that?" There is new music coming. I've been teasing some songs on social media that, are a good, maybe example of what's coming.
Am I right in saying that like you sort of like your breakthrough moment, or one of your breakthrough moments, was a DM to Zach Bryan, social media? Like, tell our listeners about like that whole like beginnings origin.
So I was in kind of a season of my career where it was starting to go up. I'd taken some meetings, but I just thought, I was like, what artists might be helping out baby artists right now? And I was like, well, Zach Bryan's pulling some people on stage. So I posted a cover of he and Casey's duet, and I did a caption that was like, if Casey can't make it, put me in, coach. And it was like a month later, he reposted to his story. I woke up to like crazy messages and calls, and everybody's like, did you see? I was like, see what? And I get on there, and he had posted it, and then I was like, okay, well, what's next? I sent him a message. He didn't respond because he probably didn't see it, or if he did, he just didn't respond yet. And nobody could really help me out, because it's like, how are you going to ask people in the industry to make, like, everybody wants to do that. So I figured out who his team was, and followed them, and followed kind of his right-hand man at the time. And I was like, my brother already has tickets to this show. Zachary posted this. I didn't know if there was any way if I could get up and sing Casey's part for this in Birmingham, Alabama.
Oh my God.
And he was like, big ask, but let me see what I can do. And then like 2 months later, he responds. He's like, okay, see you on stage March 22nd. Yeah.
Were you nervous?
No.
You just knew this was time. It was time.
Yeah. I think I'm so confident in the fact that this is what God designed me to do that I just don't it sounds uppity, but it's like I just don't really get nervous. And I think a big part of that goes back to the whole like, it's just me. Like, I am my music. My music is me. I don't have to put on a show, because there's no show. I get out there and I act like an idiot the same way I do off the stage. Like, it's really easy if you think about it. So I get up there with him, and it was like the most peace that I've ever felt at any show ever. And it was sold out, 19,000 people. No idea. It just felt like such a, okay, I'm supposed to be here moment.
Yes.
That I didn't question it.
Yeah.
I knew that I could do it. I knew I was prepared. I knew that
this was a moment in your path, in your journey, that was going to, I felt like that yesterday when I was on the table with Riley.
Yeah. You were like, this is my path. I've seen this in my mind, and now it's happening.
I manifested this. Yeah. What is the hardest song to sing out of your whole, like, what is emotionally you're most connected to out of all your songs? And why?
Like emotionally difficult?
Yeah, I'd say so. You know how like Miley can never sing Wrecking Ball? She finds it really hard.
Yeah. The Bet I Made is still pretty difficult for me.
I love that
just
song.
because and I'm sure every girl feels like this, and this is like the most like not humble way to view your past relationships, but like I would like to think that, I don't know, I'm sure I was, no, you know what, they made me crazy. If I was ever crazy, they made me crazy. Okay?
Exactly. Yeah.
They made me that way. But I think I always kind of felt like the girl that came before, like the girl. And I always felt like I was the one that had to deal with
Good luck, Chuck.
Yes, I always said that. Yes.
I hate being
And
that
it's
girl.
like I had to deal with the bad stuff and then leave them so that
you
they
made
would
them better
know
for the
you
next
can't,
girl.
Yes. So they would know that you can't do that. Like, you can't go out and cheat and then think that you can
still have the nice relationship. You have to be a good guy. Hold it together.
Yeah.
Be loyal.
So, I think that one's still difficult for me, because it's like, I think until I'm with my person, I'll always just have that in the back of my mind, and it's like, okay, is this gonna
you might think that, I'm the girl before the girl. So
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, that's a horrible feeling.
Yeah.
That's not true. You're
Yeah.
just like, you just have to like get through those moments. It's very infuriating. I think also like we're very good in our like the time of the world, right? Is that you see them go off and be great with someone else. You don't know what's going on behind those doors. Or do you? You do? Where have you got cameras in there?
No. No, I do know that a few reached out to me after. So it's like
So it looks
they
picture
would
perfect,
be
but
with me, then they would go out and date like a few people after, but then end up with like their person, or even well, I won't say that. That it's not, yeah.
it's not always what it seems.
Yes, and that happened to me after I wrote the song, the bed I made, to where I figured out it wasn't
as picture perfect as it seems.
Yeah.
Do you reckon the girl heard the song and was like,
Yes,
actually,
it went viral. Yes. It had like 7 million views. Yes, she heard it.
She heard it.
One of his, I can say this because I love her now, but one of his exes before me commented on, I'd never spoken to this girl in my life. She commented on it. She was like, oh my gosh. She messaged me and she was like, this is what I thought about you. She was like, I thought that I was the girl before the girl and he was treating you good. She was like, but really he just kept doing everything that he was doing with me. So like,
sometimes it's a cycle of men not changing their behavior, and often women, we go away, we regroup, we grow, we change, and we're different in our next relationship. Men tend to just like, it's the way they stroke their ego after a breakup, they go into the next one and they haven't healed anything that they need to heal.
That's exactly what it is. And it was always, because I was the girl that was always jumping relationship to relationship till that certain one, really.
Yeah.
And I realized that that's what they were doing too.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
girls can do it too. Like that was a massive generalization. It tends to happen more that way, but women can do that too.
I was realizing like, okay, they just haven't healed.
Yeah. The moral of the story from today is you got to just be good on your own before you can be.
As annoying as that sounds, it's like
so annoying.
And it's not even that. It's not like that. Almost makes it sound too kind of like, I don't know. I just think it happens naturally if you're by yourself and you really focus. Like, I wasn't pursuing had I still been in those bad relationships, like, I would not be here.
Right.
Like, it was such a just barrier that I had to get through. It was like a giant speed bump. And the second that I realized, okay, nope, and put my focus on music, everything has started to
fall into place.
Like, sometimes you're in a relationship and that person's really just like blocking the door from all the crazy blessings that are coming right through you know what I mean? It's like, here you are with this person that's not treating you good, or maybe it's like not even that deep and you just like know that it's not right.
Yeah.
And then like, here's the door. They're standing right here just blocking it. And like, as soon as you remove them, like you go through the door and it's like, oh my gosh, wait, there was so much behind that was ready for me that I just wasn't ready to accept yet. Yeah.
What is the one thing you're taking away from this like UK tour? Like, what's the one thing you've learned or like you've seen, or you're like, that's weird. Like, what's going on? Like, what are you taking away from like London?
Well, first of all, I'll start with the weird part. I could never drive here. I can't even walk properly on the sidewalk because everyone like is on the opposite side. I'm like, because like I go to look for the drivers when we're getting in an Uber and they're like on the other side of the car. I'm like, there's no one driving the car. Oh, they're over there. Like driving on the other side of the road. I have so much anxiety when we're in the Ubers right now because I'm like, why are we on this side? And then it hits you like that. I don't think I would ever get used to that. Genuinely. The great thing, obviously there are so many great things, but the biggest thing that stood out to me is everyone said, oh, you think that US touring is great, just wait till the UK. Like, just wait. The fans are just different. And it's so true. Everyone just like hangs on to every word. Like genuine fans of the music and actually listening.
We listen to like the albums from top to bottom because we don't get the singles really played on like national radio shows and stuff like that often. Like there's a certain set that does, but like artists like you, if we're listening to you, we're listening to everything top to bottom. So we know every song. So we've really actually picked our favorites, and it's not necessarily maybe the biggest hit or the biggest radio airplay. It's just something that's personal to us. So it means that, British fans, we are
It's
we
just
are something.
different.
Yeah, we are something.
It's great.
And
It's-
that's every single artist says that, and that makes us as
Yeah.
the fans like feel really like connected to you guys. I think it's why it's growing so
Yeah,
much.
like Brett said it, Kip said it.
Mhm.
And this was a year ago before I'd secured this tour. They were like, just wait. Like, it is so different and you're going to love it. And I can't wait to do my own headline stuff over here. Because, like, when
Yes.
people actually know me,
Yeah.
and I just think it's going to be so different.
Well, we can't
It's
wait
great.
either. Hannah, this has been amazing. I could
you.
sit here and yap to you all day.
Me too. I can't. We're going to turn the cameras off, and then I'm going to ask you about your ex. Prepare. I'm Hannah McFarland, and I'm a girl in a low place.